There we go. Now my mic's up. All right, the mic is up. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a fantastic day. What is going on? Lord Frey's here. What's good, my guy? How you doing? Yes, sir. Great. I'm so happy that all you guys are here right now. Jacqueline's here. Hardcore for All's here. Let's break this puppy down, man. Just some really quick thoughts before the game starts tonight. Big test. Absolutely a big test. We've been talking about it all week. This is where we see where this team is right now. Anticipated rivalry. You love how these two franchises have gone back and forth with each other over the years. And now's the time where we really get to see what the Sixers are going to be with this roster moving forward, and we can try to assess what Daryl Morey has to do in the future. All right? This is a big game. No doubt about it. Very, very big game tonight. I don't know why this is like this. There it is. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Okay, that's better. Great. Yes. So other than that, no, we're all good. We're all ready to go, man. We are all ready to go. So, all right. Yeah, no. So that's basically what I got to say. I want to see pick and roll offense. We've been talking about that a lot. This team, I feel like that they just have something going for them right now, and it needs to just be clean tonight. I want to see the matchup I'm really interested in looking at tonight is Embiid versus Porzingis, because now that he's the starting center, okay, Al Horford is known as this Embiid stopper. Joel's going to have to make him cook. I want to see aggressive Joel tonight. I want to see him be rebound dominant and just, try to size him up. I don't want to see him be taking a lot of jump shots. I want to see him trying to go to the post and do his thing and bully Kristaps Porzingis tonight. And then, okay, you're going to have to establish the mid-range game. I understand that. But I just want him to be aggressive and in full attack mode. I don't think that that's really too hard to ask, but that's just me. And then, yeah. So, other than that, we're all good, baby. We are all good. Why is this like this? Porzy's a big acquisition for sure. No, your soundboard, you got too much talent for that. Plus, that's where the cornballs are doing. No soundboard. Oh my gosh, dude! Of course I have to use the soundboard. I have some sounds that I like to play on here. I don't play them too much, but I mean, that's how we do things on here, man. I do appreciate that though. Josh is here. What's up, JC? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming on. This iPad is really bothering me right now. I don't know how. Okay, I think I got rid of it. We ain't losing. Yeah. We'll talk about them later. All right, so let's talk about the starting lineups. All right, so for the Boston Celtics, you got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, and Drew Holiday. And for the Sixers, it'll be Kelly Oubre Jr., Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, DeAnthony Melton, and Tyrese Maxey. And that is the starting lineup for both teams. Looking at the NBA refs for tonight, as the Sixers host the Boston Celtics, you got James Williams, you got Lauren Holtkamp, and Dedrick Taylor, who's in his 10th season as an NBA referee. Sixers in their regular blue home uniforms. There's Franklin the dog, and there's Joel Embiid out at center, out at the logo. Almost said center circle because I'm on hockey, because I listened to a lot of different things last night. So there's Kristaps Porzingis. Celtics in their regular white and green away uniforms. Here we go, baby. Nick Nurse about to coach circles around Missoula. Hopefully. So Embiid and Porzingis standing at center court. That's where James Williams is. And the tip-off is underway. And Embiid wins the tip-off. And they're going to give it to Kelly Oubre Jr., who slams it down for two. 2-0 Sixers to start things off. So 11:40 left to go. There's Derek White. White will find Tatum. Tatum to Brown for a 2, and that's no good. Boo the Zebras. Is that what you call them, the Zebras? All right, so it's 2-0 Sixers. There's Tyrese Maxey. He'll find Joel Embiid on the near block. Embiid trying to size up Drew Holiday. He'll hand it back off to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey goes into the lane, goes up with a runner. It's up and in. Tyrese Maxey trying to establish his game early on. It's a 4-0 lead for Philadelphia. Both teams coming in today, they're 5-1. Tatum with a bounce pass all the way to White. White to Porzingis for 3 from the near wing. And it bounces 3 times, and Tobias Harris climbs the ladder and grabs the rebound. Harris going into the lane, trying to go coast to coast, tries to finish over Jaylen Brown, and a very late whistle by James Williams. And Tobias Harris is fouled. He'll head to the charity stripe to shoot 2 free throws. So the Sixers, they're going from right to left, and the Celtics, they're going from left to right. So Harris averaging about 19.5 points per game this season and 6 rebounds as well. The foul shot is up, and it's in by Tobias Harris. He's also averaging about 2.5 assists per game. He's 31 years old now. Second foul shot is up, and that's good. So it's 6-0 Sixers. There's Holiday on a handoff to Jaylen Brown. Brown working around the screen. He'll find Holiday again. Holiday cuts outside. Outside for Brown for 3. No good. He tried to actually cut inside and then had to pass it outside to Brown. Sixers grab the rebound. Tyrese Maxey will hand it off to Oubre Jr., who's standing literally right next to Embiid. Embiid hands it off to Maxey. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey lets it fly for 3. And it just hits the front of the rim. And it's rebounded by Derek White. 6 zips so far. Tatum inside, and Embiid is not even there to stop him. He just slammed it down, and that's a big man going into the lane. 6-2 Sixers. And we're just 2 minutes underway. Maxey to Melton. Melton, one more to Harris for 3 on a catch and shoot. No good. And White is there to grab the rebound. White steps up, pulls up for 3. No good. Tip back by Porzingis. No good. Volleyball all the way to Joel Embiid. It was touched by 2 Sixers before that. Embiid on a handoff to Oubre Jr. One more to Maxey for 3. Oh, it just misses. Nobody can buy a bucket from beyond the arc so far. Tatum at the logo. Working around the screen. And he'll hand it off to Porzingis for 3 over Joel. And that's no good. So neither team can hit from downtown. DeAnthony Melton standing at the Wells Fargo Center sign. He'll hand it off to Harris. Harris to Maxey. Maxey inside to Embiid. Embiid on the low block. Goes up with a 2. He's fouled. And he hits the deck really hard. And he's on his back, but he'll get helped up by about 2 or 3 of his teammates. So Joel's going to go to the line with just about 3 minutes underway. What's everyone's scores prediction? I want to hear what your final score predictions are, man. I really do. That's what I would want to hear from each and every one of you. 6-2 Sixers. Embiid will go to the line for 2 foul shots. As he'll take a quick dribble for a very quick second. Guy that has been an MVP last year. Makes the foul shot, and that's good. So it's 7-2. Joel is 29 years old. Was the 3rd overall pick in 2014 and had a 48-point performance in his last game against the Wizards and scored 29 points in the 3rd quarter. The second foul shot is up, and that's in. So it's 8-2 Philadelphia. 9:10 left to go in the 1st quarter. Sixers on an 8-2 run so far against their arch rival, Boston. White works around the screen. He'll hand it off to Brown. Brown to Tatum on the near wing. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Tatum being guarded by Embiid. He steps back, pulls up, no good. And White grabs the rebound and puts it up and in. Sixers could not box out there. And it's an 8-4 lead for Philadelphia. Maxey with the pick and roll all the way to Embiid. Embiid trying to step up against his defender, Drew Holiday, and he slams it home over Porzingis. 10-4. That was a mean dunk. So Porzingis now standing at the top of the key. Joel has been very active so far. Tatum being guarded by Oubre Jr. trying to push him up, and a foul was called on Oubre Jr. and Jason Tatum. Are they going to call a foul on Tatum? Nope, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. That's what it was. 103-99 Sixers. That was a really hard foul. 10-4 Sixers. Embiid gets the ball in the low block. He tries to go up against Drew Holiday and go up against two defenders, no good. Rebounded by Derek White. Derek White leading the charge here, being unselfish, and he'll pass it to Tatum, or to Brown, that is, and Brown slams it down. So it's now 10-6 as the Celtics run a 4-0 run. Embiid at the top of the key tries to pass it to Oubre Jr. It's stolen away by the Celtics. Tatum again gonna solo it himself, and it's now a 6-0 run. So a game of runs, and this time the Celtics are down by 2. Tyrese Maxey trying to slow the tempo down. Sixers play the Celtics next week too. Tyrese Maxey lets it fly from way downtown, and that's no good. Outlet pass all the way to Holiday. Holiday puts it up, and it's a tie game. 10-10, an 8-0 run by Boston. Drew Holiday just coming up with the nice layup there, and now Nick Nurse wants to call a timeout and have his team regroup. So that's what he's going to do. All right, we're going to take the hat off. I think I noticed that every time we put the hat on, there's something that I don't like about it. All right, so final score predictions, man, comment down below. I would love to hear from each and every one of you. We stopped playing and just started shooting, says Hardcore for All. Yep. Can't do that, man. It's tough to do that. We got 15 people on here and only 11 likes. Come on, man. We got to get 4 more to get to the 15 mark. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. All right. Let's make this poll. Start a poll. What? Oh, wait. I forgot what the poll was. How big of a game is this? Very big. Big. There we go. Cool. All right, so there's a little poll. All right. I want to know how big of a game this is in your opinion. All right. Please comment down below. How big of a game is this, man? How big? All right. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we go live for Sixers basketball, Phillies baseball, Eagles football, and we'll be doing Flyers hockey next week. So that'll be really cool. So far, I mean, this is probably what I expected. I know that this is going to be a close game. The Sixers went on their run. Boston's went on their run. All right? It's been a good game so far, and we're only 5 minutes into this. Maxey's shot just looks a little bit off, and this is honestly not the first game that's been the case. He's struggling from downtown, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a confidence issue. I don't know. But it's been like 4 games now where he's been struggling from the 3. So, who's the 76ers? Oh, they're a basketball team, man. That's who they are. We're calling 76ers basketball. They're taking on the Boston Celtics. There's Joe Mazzulla, the head coach for the Celtics, as the Sixers are out of their timeout. So Maxey gets the inbound. He'll hand it off to Melton. Melton back to Maxey. A 6-0 run by Boston over the last minute. Embiid goes inside, gets the ball loose and stolen away by Jason Tatum. Holiday to Brown, and Brown puts it up and in. Now it's an 8-0 run. So Oubre Jr. tries to find Joel Embiid, and this 8-0 runs over the last minute. Melton for three, no good. Sixers cannot buy a bucket, and Tatum, who's been active on the glass, is able to get a big rebound there. Brown wide open for a triple. That goes in and out. And Kristaps Porzingis wanted a foul call against Tobias Harris. Melton to Oubre Jr., who's left wide open for a triple. He misses that one too. Sixers are just not shooting the ball well from outside and from beyond the arc. They've been really struggling. So Tatum swings it all the way to White for three, and it's nothing but net. It's now 15-10 on this 11-0 run over the last 2 minutes by Boston. So Harris will hand it off to Embiid. Embiid goes inside, kicks it out all the way to Oubre Jr. Oubre Jr. back to Embiid. Embiid on the handoff to Oubre Jr. The runner's up, and that's good. So the Sixers finally stop the bleeding and put an end to that Celtics run. Brown almost lost the ball on the other end on a guard by D'Anthony Melton. So Tatum works around Tyrese Maxey. He'll pass it all the way to Porzingis. Porzingis goes inside. He almost tried to slam it home for two, and the basketball god said no, but a foul is called on the Sixers. It'll be on D'Anthony Melton. So the Sixers down by 3 points so far. I mean, just going back to that pass that was made all the way to Derek White, that was just a nice recognition of a play. And White, we know, throughout his career, he's been a really good three-point shooter, and you can't leave him wide open because he'll do a lot of damage. So Porzingis, the unicorn they call him, will make his first foul shot. It's up and in. This season, he's averaging about 19.5 points per game. He's shooting 43% from downtown and 55% as a field goal percentage. He's also averaging about 7 rebounds per game. Just a little bit under less. So Maxey will come on out. Oubre Jr. comes out as well. And Batum will come in. Patrick Beverley comes in. And for the Celtics, they have Al Horford coming in for Jason Tatum and Sam Hauser coming in for Drew Holiday. The second foul shot's up and in, and the Celtics now lead it by 5. Here's Embiid at the top of the key. Swings it all the way to Melton. Melton with a bounce pass inside to Tobias Harris. Harris trying to back down Jaylen Brown. Posts him up, puts it up a 2, and he gets it. Tobias Harris getting the friendly bounce and just having the soft touch. 17-14, Sixers down by a deuce. White tried to buy Harris on the pump fake, but he'll pass it to Brown. Brown with the bounce pass all the way to Porzingis, being guarded by Melton, and now Batum steps up. They swing it all the way to Luke Cornett for 3, no good. Or Sam Hauser, that is, for 3. And the Sixers come up with a rebound. Beverly to Embiid. Embiid goes up in the lane, goes up with it. Oh, it's no good. And there were 4 Celtics there. One of them grabbed the rebound. White leading the charge on the other end. Melton steps up on him. Porzingis being guarded by Harris. He'll just pass it back to Derek White Jr., who's left wide open for a 3, and Embiid is there to grab the rebound. 4:15 left to go in the first quarter. Embiid with a bounce pass to Melton for 3. And that one had too much mustard, and it's ruled out of bounds because it hit the very tippy top of the backboard. So the Philadelphia 76ers have only 14 points so far in this ball game. And as a unit, from 3, they are 0 for 7 from downtown. 4:03 left to go. Celtics, not much better. They're actually 1 for 8. Here's White off of a screen. White goes inside to Porzingis, and that's just a good pick and roll. Sixers could not stop that. 19-14, Sixers trail by 5. Here's Melton trying to hand it off to Embiid, and Al Horford, who's now into the game, doing a good job at blocking Joel. Harris to Embiid. Embiid on the low block. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid goes up with a jumper. It's good. Al Horford contested it, and Joel Embiid answered. Great defense, but even better offense. Sixers down by 3. Brown trying to go inside, and Melton says no, but a three-pointer's up by Horford. That's no good. Brown trying to be unselfish because he was being guarded by Melton and Embiid, but they couldn't cash in on the other end. Here's Tobias Harris, who clumps in for the slam for 2. And now it's a 19-18 game, and Boston will call a timeout. So the Sixers have answered, and it's now a 1-point deficit for Boston. Melton is not dealing. He looks terrible out there. I mean, he also made 5 threes like the last game. So if they keep shooting like this, it's going to be a long night, says Mike Green. Yup. Oh, what's up, NASCAR? How you doing? Is this 76ers team with LeBron James? No. LeBron plays for the LA Lakers. So they have Joel Embiid. So if you are new to the channel, though, I do encourage you all to like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons. So that way you know when I go live or if I upload, man. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a fantastic night. What's tonight? Tonight's Wednesday. Wow. The week is flying by. It's been flying by pretty quickly, not going to lie. It's been a lot of stuff going on here. All right, how's our scoreboard looking? I think that we have to make some adjustments to the scoreboard here. We have the Utah game on. Oh, we have to interact. Then we have to go back here. There we go. That's better. Very, very nice. And then the last one, we got to do the same thing. Interact. Good. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. All right, Sixers down by 1. So Joel Embiid so far tonight. Embiid is 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and that's it for him so far. We're going to put this here. I think that's better. Good. So the Celtics did call a timeout, and the Sixers trail by 1. Daryl Morey was on the Sixers pregame show on NBC Sports Philadelphia, and he had some really interesting things to say just about the state of the Sixers and where they are right now, and talked a whole lot about Tyrese Maxey and just about the work ethic that he has and just the amount of work that he puts into his game. And it's just really awesome to hear because that's just who Tyrese Maxey is, but when you hear it from the GM and from the president of basketball operations, it just, I don't know, it just brings a different light to it. So it's 19-18. Robert Covington will come on in for Tobias Harris. Furkan Korkmaz will also sub in for DeAnthony Melton. We have a foul called on Patrick Beverley. So Maxey will take a seat right now. Embiid's still out there. So they got Embiid, Batum, Covington, Beverley, and Korkmaz. Cornette with a bounce pass to Jaylen Brown, and he gets called for the walk. So that'll be a travel violation on the Boston Celtics. The Celtics, they have Porzingis, White, Brown, Hauser, and Horford out there. 19-18, Furkan Korkmaz with the ball at the Wells Fargo Center sign. Now he's standing over at the logo, being guarded by Hauser. Tries to go into the lane, goes up with a 2. It's blocked by Hauser and stolen away by Jaylen Brown. So Brown trying to go coast to coast, but he'll put up a mid-range jumper, and it hits way off the front of the rim. Patrick Beverley comes up with a big defensive rebound there, and he's left wide open to shoot a 3. He almost knocked it down. Embiid with the offensive glass, puts it up and in. That's what you want to see from your big man, boxing out Porzingis. And goes down with the putback. 8 points for Embiid and 3 boards as well. Brown with a pass to White. White Gets Beverly to buy on a pump fake. Will go into the lane, takes it to the cup, and puts it up and in. And it's 21-20 Boston with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Embiid thought about taking a three, decided to pump fake, handed off to Korkmaz. Korkmaz with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Korkmaz goes into the lane. The ball gets battered around and taken away by Porzingis. Porzingis will find Brown. Brown takes it to the cup, and the ball gets stripped. And they're going to call a foul on Robert Covington. Let's see. I didn't think in real time it was really a foul, but going back to the Joel Embiid offensive rebound and just putting it back up and in, that's what he has to do. You know, you want to try to see him be out there, outsize his opponent, and just bully his way into the lane so that he can make big rebounds like that. So it's 21-20 as Brown misses his first foul shot. The second one goes up. The first one's up, and that's no good. He looked his size on that. He did. He did. He played really well that time around. Thought that was a really nice rebound. 1:44 left to go in the first quarter. Brown averaging about 23 points per game, 6 rebounds, and just a little bit under 3 assists. 2.8 to be exact. Second shot is up and in, and the Sixers trail by a deuce. They're down 22-20. The 76ers shooting, making all 4 of their foul shots. The Celtics 3 for 4 from the line. Here's Joel. He's at the top of the key. He's actually at the top of the far wing, that is. He'll try to back down. Al Horford here goes up with a reverse jumper. It's up and in. So he couldn't get him to go to the cup, but he just has a turnaround jumper. It was contested, and Joel has 10 points. That was unstoppable. So Tatum with the basketball at the Sixers logo finds Horford inside. They'll also pick apart Jaylen Brown here. Brown will find Horford. Horford back outside to Tatum. Tatum to Hauser. Hauser to Pritchard. Pritchard puts up a floater. It's no good, but it's rebounded by Horford. They're actually going to say it was last touch by Robert Covington as it bounced off of his face. He is in a lot of pain, but he'll stay up there. I mean, this turnaround jumper that Joel just made over Al Horford is just absolutely disgusting in a good way. So Nick Batum is going to defend the inbounder, who is Jason Tatum, 55 seconds left. And be trying to stay on Horford. They still haven't inbounded it just yet, and they're going to pass it all the way out to Horford. So Horford was at the logo. Just give it out to Pritchard. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Pritchard standing at the logo, being guarded by Robert Covington at the top of the key. Now they'll switch it and put Korkmaz on him. 4 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Three-pointers up by Holiday, and he knocks it down. That was just from the near corner. They rule it as a 3 right now. 18 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Sixers still have yet to make a 3. Here's Embiid from way downtown. Oh, it's off the mark. And Drew Holiday comes up with his miss. Sixers were trying to go for a 2-for-1, so that's why he took the shot. 22 seconds left in the first quarter. 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Holiday at the top of the key. He'll have to pass it to somebody. He'll find Tatum, and there's a foul called on Nick Batum with just 7 seconds left on the shot clock. And, well, that's going to put Boston in the bonus, and Tatum will head over to the line to try to make 2 foul shots. So Jason Tatum played at Duke, and he puts that one up and in. He was a 3rd overall pick back in the 2017 draft. That's when the Sixers drafted Markelle Fultz as their 1st overall pick. So Tyrese Maxey comes back in. He'll sub in for Patrick Beverly. And Robert Covington's going to go over to the bench. Still looks like he's a little shooken up on that play that he tried to save a basketball, but Horford just elbowed him in the face. He's squinting that left eye. He's going to actually go back into the tunnel and they're going to take him back to the locker room, so hopefully he's okay. 13.4 seconds left. There was no timeout called. The refs trying to get everybody back together. Let's see. Yeah, he did hit him in the face. I mean, he swatted his face right there. Nothing really intentional, but you could see that he was definitely in a lot of pain. So Tatum at the line makes the first one, and he'll make the second foul shot. It's 27-22. Maxey gets the inbound. He'll find Harris. Shot clock unplugged. 8 seconds to go, and there's a foul by Jason Tatum, recognizing that they had a foul to give. And with 8.3 seconds left in this first quarter, the Sixers will inbound the basketball. So Maxey will be the inbounder from the far sideline. Maxey has to go over Drew Holiday, his idol. He'll find Embiid. Embiid will find Korkmaz. Korkmaz, what's he going to do? He has to try to put up a shot. He does. It's up, and that's no good. Korkmaz looked absolutely confused out there because he didn't know if Embiid wanted the ball back or not. And the Sixers not in sync so far. They're down by 5. It's 27-22 at home. Sixers trail by 5. All right, I'm going to take a very quick step off, all right? I will be right back in just a few moments. But I will see you all really soon. Don't go anywhere. Do not change that channel, all right? Be right back. This is not on the live stream. There we go. All right. There we go. Cool. All right. 27-22 is the score. And Tatum goes up with a shot, and that goes in. So the Sixers let B-Ball Paul come in for Furkan Korkmaz. Kelly Oubre Jr. steps in for Joel Embiid. And here's Oubre Jr. on the other end. He'll bounce pass it all the way to Tobias Harris. Harris at the top of the key being guarded by Al Horford. Harris goes into the lane, goes up with a 2. It's way too strong, and Reed mistimed his jump. And Hauser was there to climb the ladder and grab the rebound. Tatum at the top of the key again. The ball almost got loose. Tatum with an unselfish bounce pass all the way to Hauser for another triple. And that's good. So the Sixers down by 10. They have not been able to make any buckets from downtown. They're 0 for 9. Oubre Jr.'s runners up, no. Paul Reed trying to tip it back up and in, and I believe Al Horford looks like he got a piece of it. But they're going to credit the bucket to Paul Reed, 32-24. Hauser inside, outside to Horford for 3. And Al Horford, that's just what he does against his former ball club. 35-24. Al Horford, a former Sixer. Maxey all the way to Harris. Harris at the low block. Harris trying to size up his defender, Jason Tatum. And there's a shot that goes in by Kelly Oubre Jr. And Tobias Harris gets the assist from the far corner. Holiday with a handoff all the way to Hauser. Hauser with a pick and roll. And Holiday couldn't even make the bunny. And Tyrese Maxey comes up with a rebound. That could have been really ugly for the Sixers. Maxey goes inside, goes up with a runner. Oh, it's no good. Boston playing very physical. Pritchard inside will hand it off to Holiday, and the ball gets loose and stolen away by Maxey. Tyrese Maxey going coast to coast and finishes with the right hand on the right side of the baseline. Good play by Reese. Was able to get a steal and come up with a 2 on the other end. Al Horford being guarded by Batum. We'll hand it off to Tatum. Tatum now is on the near wing, being guarded by Batum. He steps back, fades away, pulls up, fires the trigger, and can't get it to go. He's way off the mark from downtown. So Maxey now with the ball. Sixers down by 7. Maxey steps back, thought about shooting a 3. Now he has to pass it, and he'll bounce pass it to Paul Reed. Reed being guarded by Holiday. Reed inside, goes down with the flush, and tried to literally back up Drew Holiday as far as he possibly could, and Holiday was playing good defense too. So the 76ers down by 5. Less than 9 minutes to go in the first half. Pritchard pulls up for 3. Oh, it's just a little bit off the mark. Sixers having a hard time at guarding the Celtics pick and roll tonight. Harris will have to pass it to somebody. He'll find Batum. Batum backs up, puts up a triple, and knocks it down. Good job by Nick Batum, and the Sixers are on a little run themselves. And a timeout is called by Mazzulla as Boston wants to regroup itself, but the Sixers trail by 2, and they've put up a good run, and this bench is able to come through. That's what you want to see. All right, let's scroll up. Oops, I guess not. I guess not. Quick, somebody steal his glasses. Steal my glasses? Why do you want to steal my glasses? Do you like my glasses? All right. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ, man. We got 13 people on here watching. I really would like to hear from each and every one of you down below, man. Well, joking. No. I know, man. I just had to play around because I was kind of joking too. That's what I was doing. All right, where's Larry? Man, Larry's not even on here tonight. Hopefully he's okay. But man, oh man, we got 14 lovely people on here. How's everybody's night going? Comment down below. Would love to hear how everybody is doing out there in the Philly fan base crowd. All right, I really would like to hear from each and every one of you. My middle son wore glasses, and I used to hide his before he woke up. Oh, that's so cool. Wow, that's actually really funny. I like that. That's really funny. I like that a lot. Now, I forget what I was going to say. I'm sorry. I have a lot on my mind right now. I need to loosen up. I don't know. I'm a little tense tonight. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm a little tense tonight. But that's cool. Your middle son wears contacts. It's a little hard now. Yeah, I don't think contacts are an easy thing to hide. I mean they're easy to hide, but it's hard to find. That's the thing. Because they're smaller, so I can understand that. That's a little bit of a different story. All right, Sixers are down by 2. It's 35-33 in the first half here. They're showing the drive of the game. That's what they like to call it on NBC Sports. Let's put this here. Okay. There's a three-pointer that goes up, and it's good. And it's now 38-33. Hauser drew up a 3 and converted. So the Sixers now have Maxey, Harris, Oubre Jr., Batum, and Reed out there. There's a two-pointer up by Tyrese, and he can't get that one to fall. So Tyrese Maxey, 2 for 6 from the field and 0 for 2 from 3. Here's Oubre Jr., who steps up, goes inside to Tobias Harris, and Harris got Paul Reed to finish on the putback. I believe that was actually a design play, too. It looked like Tobias Harris intentionally tried to go up with a reverse layup and hit it just hard enough for Reed to get the offensive rebound and just put it up and in. Harris does grab the loose change on the other end off the bad shot by Peyton Pritchard. Harris in the lane, goes up with a 2, and Paul Reed had to be pretty careful there because they could have called it basket interference, and the Celtics were signaling that, and now Nick Nurse is really furious because that is what they're going to call. Reed has to be better in that regard. You can't have a basket interference call in that sort of a situation. Yep, that's the right call. 38-35, three-pointer up, no good. And Pritchard's there to box out. Got the rebound, Hauser's 3, and there's a flamethrower, and they're going to call it a 2. So it's 40-35. Sixers do lead it by 5. Here's Harris at the top of the key, spinning, going inside towards the foul line, and the ball gets stripped, and he's fouled there. So 7:01 left to go in the quarter. How about Tyrese Maxey on the chase down block as Holiday tried to go up with a layup? They didn't show it on the other end. So 7:01 to go in the second quarter. Harris's shot is up and in. That's the foul shot that is. So the Jazz, as we take a look at some of the other scores, the Jazz are up 43-41. B-ball Paul will take a quick seat, and Joel Embiid comes back in. Derek White and Jaylen Brown also sub back in, including Al Horford too. So the Jazz are up by 2 against the Indiana Pacers, and the Wizards lead it by 8 in Charlotte. Harris with the second foul shot. He puts it up, and he puts it in. So good job by Tobias Harris to cash in on both free throws. So we got 7 minutes left in the first half. Derek White will bounce pass it all the way to Tatum. Tatum now gives it off to Hauser. Hauser being guarded by Joel Embiid. Brown on the pick and roll here. He'll just let it fly. Goes up with a 2, and the Sixers do a good job of playing good defense and boxing out. Batum got the rebound. Maxey is on the near wing. He'll step back. He'll find Joel Embiid. Embiid with a pass all the way to Oubre Jr. Oubre Jr. on the far corner. He'll try to find Tobias Harris now. Harris inside and tried to find Maxey, in a good play by Boston on the defensive side, stolen away by White. Pass all the way to Horford for a triple. And Maxey climbs the ladder and goes down the chimney with the rebound. Oubre Jr. catch and shoot 3. No good. Offensive rebound by Batum, and he puts it up and in. Sixers now down by 1. With 6 minutes to go, Sixers have 4 offensive rebounds, I believe, not even looking at the stat sheet right now, but I believe that Batum is 2 offensive rebounds. Tatum on the outside of the wing. He'll go up with a runner over Joel Embiid. No good. Good job by the Sixers defense to contest it. Maxey hands it off to Embiid. Embiid comes in like a fullback. No, but it's slammed down and put back up and in by Oubre Jr., and they're going to wave that basket off, and they're going to call basket interference again. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe it. So Lauren Holtkamp, the ref, calls that one basket interference, And let's see if the Sixers challenge this. Nope. That's, how's that basket interference? That's not basket interference. And Tatum will go to the line to shoot a technical free throw. As Cornette comes into the game. Haven't waved off the shot. But Oubre Jr. is going to sub on out. It's 41-40 as we stand right now. 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. They haven't updated the scoreboard on the NBC app either. So it is 41-40. The Sixers have the lead. And a foul is called on Batum. He fouled and reached in to foul Jaylen Brown. Oh, Tampa, I hope your night gets better, man. All right, Porzingis goes up and inside. It's blocked by Joel. Joel finds Tobias Harris. Harris to Embiid. Embiid to Maxey. Maxey thought about pulling the trigger. Steps back, pulls up for three, and he finally cashes in. So the Sixers now lead it by 4, and it's now a 44-40 ball game. 4:55 left in the first half. Brown at the top of the key. Sixers on a 9-0 run. Brown goes inside, tries to fight off against Batum. He'll pass it back outside to White. White heads inside, goes up with a runner. He's fouled hard by Tyrese Maxey. And White will now head to the line to shoot 2 foul shots. I like this move by Maxey. He had a little jab step, and I thought he was going to go up with a pump fake for a 3. And this is over 7-footer Kristaps Porzingis, who tried to contest it, but Maxey pulled up, and he knocked it down with ease. So White's first foul shot is up and in. Of course, Derek White was a big factor in that series last year when the Sixers were taking on the Boston Celtics. He's now 29 years old. He was the 29th pick by the San Antonio Spurs in the 2017 draft. And with the Spurs, he played with them for 5 seasons and has been with Boston. This is now his 3rd season. So the second foul shot is up, and that's in. 44-42. Harris will hand it off to DeAnthony Melton. And Melton tries to find Embiid. Embiid being guarded by Al Horford, trying to conduct the tempo and control the traffic. He'll hand it off to Maxey. Maxey has to go up with a 2. It's up, and he can't get it. And he just yelled, God darn it, as it's rebounded by White. White inside to Porzingis, and Porzingis Embiid swats the ball out of his hands, but they're going to call a foul. They're just going to call a foul on Joel Embiid, and Porzingis will try to tie the game from the foul line. Sixers have already committed 3 fouls. The Celtics have only committed 1 in this quarter. Porzingis' foul shot is up and in. We look better than last year against them. I can't make a full assessment. I can't do that. If you're talking about in the regular season, I can't even say that either. 4:18 left to go in the second quarter, and the second foul shot's up and in too. Boston actually looks better than they did last year so far, in my opinion, with Porzingis and with Holiday. Here's Maxey. He'll hand it off to Tobias Harris. Harris at the Wells Fargo Center sign, trying to lob pass it inside to Embiid. Embiid going up against the trenches, and Al Horford and Joel hit the deck really hard. And Embiid gets rewarded. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. And Al Horford is guilty of committing a foul on Joel. Good bully ball as the Sixers were able to draw up the triple team there. And Embiid's going to go to the line to try to give the Sixers another lead, 44-44. I agree. I'm speaking on our team flow. Yeah, the team flow's good, for sure. First foul shot is up, and that's in. I'm with you on the team flow. I think that so far it's looking really good. The chemistry certainly looks really good. But, again, Boston has size. They have athleticism, and they are not afraid. So, they're not afraid of us. Embiid's second foul shot is up, and that's good. So it's 46-44. Sixers lead it by 2. 4 minutes left in the first half. And Drew Holiday, the former 76er, is leading the charge for Boston. White cuts to the basket, goes up inside with a runner. No good. Tyrese Maxey there to grab his miss. It was 4-on-5 basketball. Maxey swings it all the way to Melton from corner to corner for 3. Yes! Oh, yes, baby! 49-44. Nick Nurse animated on the other side. Thought Maxey was fouled. But this time they're going to call a foul on Tobias Harris as Drew Holiday had the basketball. What a pass by Tyrese Maxey, and that's what a point guard does. He was leading the fast break. Harris actually got tripped up on the other end by Derek White, and that's what it was, and that's why Nick Nurse was animated. But Maxey's pass all the way to Melton, just from the far wing Maxey was at. It was actually in between the far wing to the far corner, and he just had a really good read to DeAnthony Melton and just whizzed it all the way to him and just got it in motion and knocked down the triple. So the Celtics will inbound it here. There's 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Sixers lead it by 5. 49-44 is the score. The ball's inbounded. Porzingis has it. He'll hand it off to Brown at the top of the key. Brown swings it all the way to Horford. Horford inside to Porzingis. And that is what you call a triangle of a play. The point all the way towards the near corner and going inside right towards the basket. Good passing all the way by Boston. Embiid on the foul line extended. Now he's on the low block taking on Horford and Porzingis too. The ball almost got stolen away. There's a foul called. I believe that they're going to call. Thought it was a foul called, but they're going to say that Embiid traveled. 49-46. Nick Nurse can't even believe it. Embiid, I don't think, can believe it either. But let's see. Did he pick up his pivot foot? I'm a little confused. That was a nice clean block by Porzingis. So now the Celtics are in the bonus. So Porzingis will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Takes 2 dribbles. Puts the first one up, and he connects. So the Sixers' lead diminishes to 2 now. 49-47. Second foul shot. Porzingis has it, and it goes in and out. So Harris grabs the rebound. Porzingis with 9 points. He's 5 for 6 from the line. Melton has to pass it out. He'll find Maxey. So less than 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Tyrese Maxey with the ball. He'll go into the lane, goes up with a 2, and that's no good. Rebounded by Derek White. White thought about taking a 3. The ball got stripped, though, by Covington. Stolen away by Melton. The football pass to Maxey. Maxey on the fast break. Goes up with a 2, and it's good. Great play by Maxey, just taking it all the way to the cup himself. And it was all started by Robert Covington on the defensive side. 9 points for Tyrese Maxey. Here's Jaylen Brown trying to go into the lane. The ball gets blocked by Joel, and Brown's down. 5-on-4 basketball. Harris from Melton. Harris goes to the cup, goes up with a 2, and they're going to call goaltending on Derek White. 53-47, and now the Sixers are starting to get into rhythm. Again, Covington doing a good job at deflecting the basketball and finding Tyrese Maxey all the way. 53-47. Here's Holiday taking it to the cup. Will pass it back outside to Porzingis, who almost lost his dribble. Goes up, spins, moves, puts it up and in. And he's fouled too. The foul will be called on Joel Embiid. And with 2:03 left to go, Porzingis did a good job at just making sure that Embiid bought in on the pump fake. And he got it up with the right hand, and it was nothing but net. He drained it. It's 53-49. Sixers do call a timeout here with 2:03 left to go. That's only the second foul by Joel. He has 12 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds too. What did I say something funny? Did I say something funny that I missed? Oh boy. If you are new, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play by Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a fantastic day, man. So what we do on here, we do play by play for Sixers basketball, Eagles football, Phillies baseball, and we'll start doing Flyers hockey next week. So there we go. I was laughing, Jalen. You were laughing at Jalen. He won't buy a basket. Yeah. He couldn't buy a basket. Is that what I said? I did say somebody couldn't buy a basket before. I didn't realize it was Jalen, though. Did not know that. I did not know that. How about the Wizards now up 56-38 with 2:30 left in the first half? It's pretty insane, man. The Clippers, they're up by 8. It's 21-13 in Brooklyn with 1:46 left to go. Nice game tonight. So far, it's so good, man. We'll definitely bring out more of the energy in the second half. I wanted to try I knew that this was going to be a highly anticipated game, so I kind of wanted to not necessarily keep it like a national, like radio type of a cast, but I wanted to just grow my energy, kind of like what Mark Zumoff used to do with the Sixers. Like, he would have a lot of energy at the end of the game, like when it was just back and forth and really, really close. So I wanted to just try it out that way tonight, just to see how it would sound and how it would feel. So, that block by Maxey, man, off of Drew Holiday, that chase down block was pretty awesome. So Al Horford's going to be subbed out now. Jason Tatum will come on in for him, and Nick Batum steps in for Robert Covington. So Covington did come out of the game before, and he went back to the locker room. Knicks are up by 15. Yeah, see that. He went back to the locker room before, but thank goodness he returned, so he seems to be okay. The foul shot's up and in, so it's now 53-50. The foul shot was made by Kristaps Porzingis. He was fouled on and tried to convert on the three-point play. Tyrese Maxey at the top of the key, dances over his defender, puts it up, and he holds his pose as he knocks down the triple. So Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid tonight each have 12 points. Maxey is 5 for 11 from the field. Brown will swing it to Holiday, and Tatum's three-pointer's off the mark. Big and long rebound by Maxey. Maxey doing a good job at protecting the basketball. He'll pull up from the logo. The three-pointer's up, and it's in! I don't think that they're going to count the bucket, though, as Batum is looking to try to plead his case as to Embiid going down. I didn't see what happened to Joel there off the ball, but Tyrese Maxey just made that one from almost the parking lot. And they just can't count the bucket there. It was Embiid and White going at it, and Maxey infuriated that did not count, saying, "Oh my Lord." 56-50 with 1:21 left to go in the second quarter, and they're going to review this. So they're going to the replay review center. Derek White did commit a personal foul. That's what they're going to rule. Okay, so White committed a personal foul, so they don't count the shot. And this isn't a challenge or anything. The officials are going to review to see if the shot counted before the foul was called. If it was after the foul, it's a dead ball. So then it's just a personal foul, and then the Sixers would have the ball back. All right, so let's see. So James Williams takes off the headset. And do the Sixers get the points? I don't think so. Yep. So that foul occurred right before Maxi's shot. When you're in the heat of the moment, it is so hard. I got to give Lauren Holtkamp a lot of credit for standing her ground there. 56-50 for anybody doing that in that situation. That's pretty big. So Maxey again pulls up for three. It's like it didn't even happen, but this time he misses it. Of course that happens. Tatum with an outlet pass all the way to Porzingis, and Porzingis throws it down for two. 1:07 left to go, and a timeout. Is there a timeout called? We have another stoppage in play. Kristaps Porzingis got called for a foul. And Nick Batum, did he just get ejected? Or is he going back to the He's going back to the locker room. He tried to go down with a block, and he hit the rim with his. Oh, was it his thumb? Did he hit his thumb? Oh man, that's why he's going back to the locker room. So it's 56-52. Kelly Oubre Jr. comes back into the game, and Porzingis got called hanging for a technical foul, even though he wasn't even hanging on for that long. So it's 56-52 as Maxey made the technical foul shot. Embiid back out there, being guarded by Holiday. He'll hand it off to Melton. Melton with a bounce pass, almost stolen away by Holiday, but gathered up by Embiid. Embiid at the foul line, trying to take on Porzingis. He'll find Oubre Jr. for a three. It's up and in from the near corner. 59-52. Sixers lead it by 7 with 44 seconds left in the first half. So White slowing down the tempo as he's standing over at the logo. Now we'll come inside, and Embiid swats it away. Porzingis gets up with it, and he goes up and in with it. Just an unlucky bounce. Porzingis was way behind Joel Embiid, and the ball literally just landed in his hands after Embiid swatted it away. 59-54, 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Embiid on the low block, and he'll pass it inside to Harris. Harris inside, outside to Melton for three. Oh, it didn't even hit the rim. It was way too strong. Holiday to Brown. Brown to Tatum on the near wing, and he'll just dribble this one out. 5 seconds left to go, and he gets called for the travel. So Tatum was confused. I don't think he realized how many seconds were left on the clock, and he thought maybe that he had more time, and he walked. He most certainly did. So Harris will inbound it for the Sixers. Maxey at the logo. Now he's on the near wing. Maxey has to put up a runner from the foul line. It's good. Tyrese Maxey is running back into the tunnel, and the Sixers lead it 61-54. As we go into halftime, the shot counted. It was a little teardrop from the near corner. Actually, it was from the foul line. Excuse me. From the left side of the foul line. So the Sixers have a 61-54 lead. They said that there was 0.1 seconds left on the clock, but that's a little bit off. I don't know why. But that was a really good half, man. That finger eeks. Ugh, that's terrible. That's really awful. Hopefully Batum's okay. I hope he's all right. Oh, boy. So a good first half by Philadelphia as they do what they have to do. All right, let's hear from you guys down below, man. Let's hear from each and every one of you. We got 15 people on here watching. I really want to know, what have you guys liked about this first half? I think that my biggest takeaways are that they started off really cold from three. They could not buy a three-pointer in the first quarter, and Boston looked like that they had their brand, mixed in, and they were being really physical with the Sixers, but then the Sixers actually tried to step things up, and it kind of made me think about when they were playing against them last year. The one reason why that Boston was the better team is because Boston had more wings. And now that I see these wings out there for the Sixers, I'm personally thinking to myself, and maybe I'm just living in the moment here, but if you're going to have to go up against Boston, you're going to have to be really physical. And does it really make sense to get a third scorer if you're going to have to give up depth? I don't think so. That's how I look at it. Even if you were to get a superstar, and this would never happen, but a guy like Kevin Durant, I understand he's Kevin Durant, but how much are you willing to give up? You know, you can't give up a lot of depth. So I am not a fan of the Sixers necessarily going after a big star towards the trade deadline if it's going to cost them depth. Because it's going to have to cost them something, and I'm not really willing to trade away assets unless it's for somebody that's a top-tier talent. And we're guaranteed a championship. But I think that they look pretty good out there. I like these rotations that Nick Nurse is running. Somebody commented in the very beginning of the game saying that this team looks like that they're a better team and that they match up better against Boston than they did last year. And from just this first half, I see that their pacing is certainly really, really sharp. There's no doubt about it. The way that they're able to control the tempo. Even Tyrese Maxey was a little bit cold in that first quarter. Now he has things going. And I love the fact that he just continues to shoot, because there were times in the playoffs last year where I would say to myself, why isn't Tyrese Maxey shooting? Even if he's not making the shots, he has to keep shooting. He just does. I want him to continue to shoot if he has the ball. So I think that Doc made him a little bit scared about that. But overall, I think this team is doing good. I love how physical they are. They look like they're just playing with a lot of poise, with a lot of confidence, and they're being very scrappy. I think that Nick Batum is a big upgrade compared to PJ Tucker, like light years. I mean, I'm not even just talking about the offense. I'm talking about the defense too. That PJ Tucker contract actually looked really bad, and I think it was to the point where we were actually playing 4-on-5 basketball on the offensive end. I'm happy that DeAnthony Melton has more of a role. I think that he can fit in. I don't necessarily know if he should be another starter on this team, but what other options do you have? I don't know. But, you know, that's what I see. But what do you guys think? All right, I want to hear from you guys, and I'll highlight each and every one of your comments, and we'll get to each and every one of you, man. That's what we'll do. It was a very sweet first half. When's the next game? Friday? Friday's the next game. Let's take a look at their schedule, because I need to figure out what my schedule is going to be. I thought I had it planned out, but I don't. So Friday they're at Detroit. Okay, they play against the Pistons. And then Sunday and Tuesday they play at home versus Indiana. That's interesting. And then Wednesday they're back home against Boston. So I said that would be literally next week, and that's literally next Wednesday. That game's going to be on ESPN. So that'll be cool. Next week we got a lot to do, man. We got Sixers on Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday. And Sunday we're not going to be able to do the Brooklyn game because... Oh, wait, yes we are. Sunday we're going to do the Brooklyn game in the afternoon. And then, what's the Flyers schedule? The Flyers last night, man, I'm just going to say that McKenzie just, was a Rubik's Cube last night for San Jose. And Flyers just couldn't solve him. And it was just so irritating to just watch this team put up, 30 shots and just not be able to really hit one. The one that Joel Farabee had, that really didn't count. I was looking at all the replays and I'm thinking, did that really cross the goal line? And my eyes told me no so many times. But this team is 0-10. And yes, like, you're going to break streaks and everything, but to have that happen to you, it's just not a good feeling, man. It's really not. And I can't lie, I'm not happy with where they are. I don't think anybody is, and I know that we all expected this to be a process, but Morgan Frost, he is what he is. He is. So he is what he is. He's not going to be playing under Tortorella. Do I think that Tortorella is a little bit too strong on him? I kind of do. I think at some points, like, I understand that he doesn't move the needle, but sometimes, like, you kind of have to take your foot off the gas pedal when you're trying to put somebody in the doghouse. Last year was Kevin Hayes. This year, he's the teacher's pet, if you will. The opposite of the teacher's pet. Flyers went ice cold. We were bad right now. Yeah, and Urson, I thought I didn't think he had a bad game, but it wasn't a great game, and I'm happy that Carter's there during this West Coast road trip. I'm interested to see if he's going to play in any of these games coming up, like against Anaheim or whatever. But they have a lot of holes, and with the young talent that they have, the goal is to figure out what everybody's skill sets are and to figure out which guys can you build around or which guys are going to be good assets where you could get good trades for or whatever. You just want to know who you have. And this team on the power play just sucks. They really do. They're so bad on the power play. It's not even funny. It really is. Like, how are you not able to make any shots on the power play? I think that they're like 0 for their last 20, I heard, on power play goals. That's inexcusable. You have the man advantage, and you're not able to convert. There's no excuse for that. And that's not cool, man. It's not fun. But you know what is fun? This team. This team is a lot of fun. So they really haven't had a guy who can put the puck in the net. And see, Mike, I'm happy that you bring that up because Larry and I were having a conversation the other day. And he asked me if you can build a team around Carter Hart. And I told him no. And he said, I agree with you. You have to build around forwards and centers. And to just have the netminder be the centerpiece and to be able to carry a team defensively without a good blue line, that is not fair to Carter himself. It's really not. So I think that you need to have more talent and you need depth, but you got to have the stars have to be a forward, have to be forwards and centers, man. Forwards and centers. That's just the way that the game is played now. That's how it goes. That's why you have the Sidney Crosbys of the world. Now, we can look at Edmonton and see how bad they're doing, but like it's just funny to me how like you have the Austin Matthews of the world, right? Like these top tier level guys, but then like it's just so weird how you look at McDavid and everything, and it's just like their team is just in shambles. So I don't know. Hockey's a really interesting sport to me, but it's kind of like baseball in a sense where you really have to have depth, and it's always about who gets hot at the right time. It's not always about the seeding, but you really need to have the hot stick. And right now, this team doesn't even have any type of talent where you can just say, here's a guy I can build around. Now we have to wait and see, with the guys that they drafted this year, especially Michkov. We have to wait and see what happens in the years to come, because maybe he is that guy. I don't know. I think he can be, but I want to see him play. I'm like 5 minutes away from the skate zone, and I'm hoping that he comes down to play pretty soon or sometime, because I would love to watch him. I think it would be really cool. All right, so it's 61-54. Back to our program here, man. Back to our program. Sixers lead it by 7, and we're in halftime. So it's 61-54. Again, man, please feel free to comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this half. I want to know what you guys have liked and what you have not liked so far. There was a time where I thought that the ball movement was a little bit stale in that first quarter. And even though they were trying to make threes, I didn't like how they kind of went back into that old sense where they give the ball to Joel and they're getting out-rebounded and out, I know that this isn't a word, but out-physically played. And that kind of brought a lot of flashbacks back to last year when they were playing against the Celtics in the Eastern Conference semifinals. That part I did not like, but the adjustments that they made were just really good. And with the way that they were boxing guys out, you know, Embiid's having these putbacks against Kristaps Porzingis, and then, the three-pointers, the three-point shooters are starting to make their shots now. Now the ball movement's coming into play. They're grabbing rebounds. They're guarding the zone, even though there were times on the pick and roll where you weren't going to be able to stop their pick and roll, and their play calling looked pretty good. But this is a chess match, in my opinion, between Nurse and Mazzulla. And I think Nick Nurse has answered the bell pretty well so far. They had a very good second quarter. I expect that Boston's going to make adjustments. I'm curious to see what their lineup's going to look like when they start off the second half. Are they going to go with Horford at the center? I don't know. The adjustments, there's still going to be a lot throughout this game. But, man, I think that they're playing really well. They're actually playing a lot better than I expected. I actually expected this to be more of a low-scoring game, like 42-40, and that's what it was looking like in the first quarter. But the second quarter, they turned it on. So they're also throwing more bodies at Tyrese Maxey, I've noticed too. You know? Here we go. You think Nola walks and they sign Snell? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. I think that Nola may walk, but see, then you're gonna have to play Blake Snell. You're gonna have to pay him like all the money, man. You're gonna have to pay him so much money. You're gonna have to pay him so much, and if Nola can, I personally would like to keep Nola, but I don't want him on a Ryan Howard type of a contract. You know what I'm saying? I don't want us to have an out of prime or like a thank you to Ryan Howard, like you're a great player or you had like 5 good years with us. Let's reward you with extra money type of a thing. So, it depends. I don't want him to walk, but if he's going to take the money somewhere else, then it's not your fault. My middle son played for the Flyers skate zone from 6 till 15. Oh, that's so cool. That is really cool, man. Wow. So Maxey has 14 points. He's 6 for 13 from the field. Has 5 rebounds, and he's 2 for 5 from 3. Ryan was a top 3 all-time player, though. No, he wasn't. Was that a joke? Because if it was, that was funny. So Tatum will pass it all the way to Holiday. Holiday steps back, puts up a triple, and it's nothing but net just in the eyes of DeAnthony Melton. So the Celtics start things off with a 3 to start off the second half. So the Sixers will have Maxey and Melton put up a 3, and Melton's 3 goes in and out. And the rebound is grabbed by Derek White. White finds Brown inside the post. Brown kicks it out to Porzingis. One more to White for three again. Inside and outside as it goes in and out. And Kelly Oubre Jr. comes up with his miss. Bounce pass to Joel Embiid. Boy, Embiid has been very dominant tonight. And he'll get fouled there by Kristaps Porzingis, who was trying to stay on Joel Embiid, but he just got called for reaching in and committing a shooting foul there. Noah looking for 7 years. Would you do that? Heck no. Not at all. So the Sixers are up by 4. It's 61-57. We're just 56 seconds underway here in this third quarter. First shot is up and in by Joel Embiid. That's the foul shot. And that makes it now a 62-57 ball game. Sixers have Harris, Embiid, Maxey, Oubre Jr., and Melton out there. And the Celtics have Tatum, Porzingis, Holiday, White, and Brown. Second foul shot's up and in. There's Nick Batum. So he's back out of the locker room. He has a little bandage on that right pointer finger that he injured by trying to block Porzingis' shot. It hit the rim. Holiday three-pointer again. Too much mustard on that one. Mustard by Embiid. So here's Maxey heading inside. Kicks it out to Harris for a wide-open triple. That's off the mark. Good job by Tatum to just get the rebound over DeAnthony Melton. Oubre Jr. guarding Jaylen Brown here. Brown tried to step back, but he'll pass it back out to Porzingis. Porzingis to Tatum. Tatum to Holiday, and Holiday with a lob pass inside. It's thrown down by Kristaps Porzingis. That was more of an alley-oop pass. 63-59. Porzingis with 18 points. He's 6 for 10 from the field. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Embiid backing down Brown. Brown got the ball loose, and Embiid takes a tumble with Kristaps Porzingis. And man, Embiid is down on his back on the hardwood. He's in a lot of pain as he puts the hand over towards his head. He'll be helped up by his teammates. Let's see. Oof. Porzingis had his butt land on Joel Embiid's back as Embiid was trying to fight for the loose ball as soon as it was tipped off by Brown. Brown tries to kick it out, and an offensive foul is called on Jaylen Brown as he was near the rim. So it's 63-59. Sixers will get the ball back. And Maxey doing a good job at just getting to the ground and taking the push. Taking one for the team, as they say. Harris tries to go inside to Embiid, and Porzingis tried to snipe it away, but he gets called for another reach and foul. Oh, yeah. That's not that far. That ain't that far, man. It's not far at all. That's cool. 63-59. Sixers up by 2 possessions. They'll hand it off to Harris. Harris tried to find Oubre Jr., and I can't tell if it was Tatum that was pushing Oubre Jr. out of the way. It was. So with 9:46 left to go in the third quarter, the Sixers have a 4-point lead. And Tatum trying to plead this case. Trying to get an explanation from Lauren Holtkamp. So Harris will inbound it again. And now Tobias Harris has to find somebody who will just literally hand it off to Maxey. Maxey with a bounce pass to Toby. Toby on a pump fake will find Maxey again. Maxey goes outside to Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid on a pump fake now steps up, puts up a 2 from the elbow, and connects. So the Sixers now lead it by 6, and Joel Embiid has 16 points tonight. He's 5 for 10 from the field. We have another foul called. This time it's against the Sixers with 9:22 left to go. The Sixers and the Celtics are third in win percentage this season. The Sixers also are 5th in defensive rating. The Celtics are 4th. Celtics are 7th in field goal percentage, and the Sixers are 3. And speaking of threes, the Celtics inbound it to Derek White, and he makes a 3. 65-62. Sixers only lead by 3. Maxey on the pick and roll to Embiid. Embiid trying to roll to the basket, and he'll back down his defender, puts up a 2. It's blocked and stolen away by Jaylen Brown. Brown could tie it for a 3. He'll be unselfish. He'll pass it to Tatum. One more to White again, and it bounces out. They got the shot looking, but they just could not cash in for the tie. Maxey to Embiid. Embiid to Harris. Harris goes into the lane, tries to go for the 2. The ball gets stripped, and it's last touched by Tobias Harris. Lots of complaining tonight to the refs from both teams. That's the type of game we're in. Brown got the ball loose. It's stolen away. And Brown just out of sorts tonight. Maxey to Harris. Harris on a pump fake. Puts up a triple. Oh, it's off the mark again. And Tatum's going to swallow up the rebound. 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Keep Brown out there. He's helping us. Sixers doing a good job at guarding him, as he's been ice cold. White, step back, three-pointer, fires the trigger, no good. Rebounded by Melton. Melton trying to go coast to coast. It gets blocked by Horford, and a foul is called on Al Horford. And DeAnthony Melton looks like he's going to go to the line. So Melton missed his shot, got his own offensive rebound. So the Sixers will have it back. Maxey tries to find Melton. Melton trying to tip it back. No good. DeAnthony Melton was a great play call. Melton was underneath the hoop, tried to go up with a reverse layup, and just could not get to it. Here's Horford as they swing it all the way to Brown. Brown going from corner to corner. Tries to pass it to Tatum. And again, some miscommunication by the Celtics. And good job by the 76ers defense to cause that. Jaylen Brown tonight has really been struggling. Brown is just 2 for 8 from the field and has 1 rebound. Sixers miss a shot there. And now the Celtics have it back. So Brown at the top of the key, a bounce pass all the way to Horford for 3. It's short. And Melton with an outlet pass all the way to Embiid. Almost stolen away by Tatum. Embiid trying to go to the rim, and he does. Lays it up and in. And it's 67-62. That could have been ugly. Embiid with 18 points. He's 6 for 11 from the field tonight. Here's Holiday off the pass by Horford. Horford to Tatum for 3. Yes. And now with less than 7 minutes to go, the Sixers are only up by 2. It's 67-65. Maxey on a handoff to Embiid. Embiid with a foul line jumper. Automatic, it's good. And that one goes in. 69-65. And now the Celtics will try to slow the tempo down again. White having a staring contest with Maxey. A screen comes. He rolls around it, goes up with a triple, and it's nothing but net. Sixers and Celtics having a little shootout over these last 2 minutes. Celtics now down by 1. Maxey goes into the lane, tries to go up with a 2. It's blocked by Horford, and last touch by Al himself, I believe. They are going to call a timeout. The Sixers do call a timeout. So Horford blocked Maxey's shot, went out of bounds, and the Celtics got the defensive rebound. So with 6:12 left to go in the third quarter, Sixers do lead it by 1 when we return. Okay. All right, we got to refresh this page. Brown's struggling all game. Yeah, I'm not that far away, dude. That's pretty crazy. I agree. There has to be a team we can live with. Right now, the Sixers are the team that we can live with, guys. They just are. They're playing with a lot of poise, and they just have a lot of firepower to them, guys. It's great. These two teams are like right there. They are literally right there. This is a great game. This is this Sixers team looks different, and it actually feels a little bit different too. And I don't want to get too much caught into the moment because I try not to, but this is this to me is a playoff atmosphere. You know, it's a playoff type of a basketball game. And I see with the sets that they're running, looks really good. Just does. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph. Be sure you like and subscribe, man. We need 4 more likes to get to 20. What are you guys waiting for? I'll give you this content for free. So that's what I do, man. Keep the likes going. All right. Time now for our 76ers trivia question of the day. I'm going to ask you a 76ers trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. All right, so our 76ers trivia question today, okay, will be the following. So here's what I want to know. All right, so I would like to know which 76er was nicknamed the Kangaroo Kid? All right, the Kangaroo Kid. Who was nicknamed as the Kangaroo Kid from the Sixers? Old timer. That's what I want to know, though. Comment your answers down below. All right, 69-68. The Sixers do lead it by 1. Celtics have the ball. Holiday going up against Maxey. He'll give it all the way to Tatum. Tatum works around the screen, pulls up for a 3, and it goes in and out, and it's rebounded by Tyrese Maxey. So Maxey grabs the glass. He's doing a pretty good job tonight. Maxey gets the handoff from Embiid. He'll hand it back off to Joel. Embiid thought about pump faking, going up with a 3. Batum back to Maxey. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Maxey steps back, pulls up from the parking lot, puts up a 3. Oh, it's no good. Rebounded by Tatum as he's able to come up with a big glass there. Tatum to Brown at the top of the perimeter. Brown trying to step back over Joel Embiid. He only has 5 points tonight. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They switch it up and put Patrick Beverly on him. Brown's three-pointer. Too much mustard again. Rebounded, though, by Tatum. Tatum shot over Joel, and that's no good. Embiid is able to get the rebound. Tobias Harris leading the charge on the other side. He'll have to pass it out. He'll find Embiid at the top of the key. He'll be unselfish and pass it to Maxey. Maxey working around the screen. He'll hand it off to Embiid again. Embiid trying to get fed by Maxey. He'll pull up for 2. Oh, it's just off the mark. And the Celtics get another rebound. You can't settle for those types of jumpers if you're Joel. Horford will swing it all the way to Tatum. Lots of ball movement between both of these teams. It's hard to keep up with it. Tatum at the foul line being guarded by Maxey. They'll swing it all the way to White for 3. Another offensive rebound by Boston. Tatum in the lane, kicks it out to Horford. His triple, that's off the mark. And now Maxey trying to get the rebound. Beverly finally snags it away. Maxey in the lane, kicks it out to Batum. Catch and shoot 3, no good. Harris saves it though, and he'll give it all the way to Batum. Tobias Harris, the unselfish and unsung hero. Embiid for 3, yes! Joel Embiid with a big-time three-pointer, and kaboom goes the dynamite. 72-68. 23 points for Joel Hans Embiid. Horford almost lost the basketball. He'll find Brown. His three-pointer's up, and it bounces around the rim. It's rebounded by Harris. Harris leading the charge, going to the cup. It's blocked and sniped away by Tatum. Good block by Horford. And a timeout is called by Boston again. This has been quite a game between these two longtime rivals. 72-68 with 3:43 left in exchange in this third quarter. Cool. This is awesome. Ugh, good stuff. All right, so again, the trivia question. All right, which 76er was nicknamed the Kangaroo Kid? Nobody answered it. Come on, man. I like to give you these trivia questions. That's for you guys to participate. So that you guys can participate. Excuse me. The Kangaroo Kid. Which Sixer was that? Come on, man. Comment your thoughts down below. (8:41 p.m. Eastern Time). The Kangaroo Kid. Who is the Kangaroo Kid? Who is he? Is it Kangaroo Jack? Is it Joel Embiid? Moses Malone. Come on, I want some answers, man. I'm trying to make this fun. The Kangaroo Kid. If you haven't heard, who is the Kangaroo Kid? Ben Simmons. That's a good one. I liked what you did there. That was funny. Nope. Not Ben Simmons. Think about all-time Sixers. Where are my all-time Sixers fans at? So Peyton Pritchard's going to come into the game for Jaylen Brown. Kristaps Porzingis will also sub in for the Celtics. Robert Covington, he'll be coming in for Tobias Harris, and Kelly Oubre Jr. steps in for Maxey. So the lineup for the Sixers is Embiid, Oubre Jr., Batum, Covington, and Beverly. That's who's on the court right now. And for the C's, it's Tatum, Porzingis, Hauser, Horford, and Pritchard. So Batum is 5 points. He's 2 for 3 from the field. Again, who is known as the Kangaroo Kid on the Sixers? 3:35 left to go in the third quarter. Pritchard working around the screen. Porzingis at the top of the key will try to bounce pass it to Tatum. Tatum all the way back outside the cornet for 3. Or Hauser, that is, for 3. And he gets it to go. So Sam Hauser just continues to be somebody that has been really a sharp shooter for the Celtics from downtown. Beverly working around the screen. He's at the top of the perimeter. Find Batum. Batum inside the Joel. Embiid kisses it off the window, and it puts it up and in. 74-71 with exactly 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. So Pritchard now has the ball. He's standing over at the logo, and he'll just hand it off to Porzingis. Porzingis goes inside to Tatum. Tatum on the near corner. Pulls up for a 3. It's way off the mark. Hauser comes up with the offensive rebound. And Embiid meets Tatum at the rim and blocks his shot. Embiid to Covington for a catch-and-shoot 3. Off the mark again. And Horford is able to leap up for the glass. And he distributes the rock all the way to Hauser. Hauser to Porzingis at the top of the perimeter. Hand it back off to Pritchard. Pritchard being guarded by Covington. Now Beverly's on him. Porzingis tried to get the ball, and it's stolen away by Covington. It was overthrown. Oubre Jr. trying to go on a fast break to the rim, and he just mistimed it. Hit the bottom of the rim, and it's rebounded by Boston. 5-on-4 basketball. Hauser for 3. Wide open again. No good. And Oubre Jr., man, I know he's trying to communicate, but you got to watch where the ball is too, my guy. 74-71. Almost missed a rebound. Oubre Jr. trying to find Embiid. Embiid trying to pick and pop to the paint, and they'll end up tipping it off all the way to Beverly. Beverly inside to Oubre Jr. goes up with a 2, and he thought he was fouled. But he finished with a lot of contact, and the refs will chew the whistles. 76-71. Sixers lead it by 5 with exactly 1:20 left to go in the third. Tatum on the far corner being guarded by Embiid from the perimeter. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Horford inside to Porzingis. Porzingis is 2. No good. He grabs his own rebound, tries to put it back up and in, and he missed the dunk. Kelly Oubre Jr. with a long rebound. I can't believe he missed that dunk. He held on to it for pretty long, too. Beverly at the top of the key. Embiid spinning, fading, going up for 2. No good. Covington with the offensive rebound. Oubre Jr. back outside to Covington. Covington for 3 from the near wing. Yes! Another nice three-pointer by Robert Covington. And the Sixers lead by 8. They're on a 7-0 run in their last 2.5 minutes. Hauser will hand it off to Horford. His three-pointer's off the mark. And Beverly will slow the tempo down. Embiid for 3 at the top of the key. Holds his pose. And it goes out of bounds. Horford tries to save it. And Embiid will get it. Shot clock is unplugged. The Sixers get a long offensive rebound. 14 seconds left in the third quarter. All rise. Beverly gets a screen from Joel. Will take it to the cup. Runners up, and that's good. Sixers have a 10-point lead, which is their largest tonight. 4.5 seconds left. Shot clock unplugged. Pritchard goes into the lane, tries to go up against Embiid, and I don't think there's any whistle. Embiid comes up with a block, and it's 81-71 as we go into quarter number 4. Sixers have a 10-point lead. They beat the Celtics in that third quarter by a score of 20-17. Another nice chase down block by Joel. Hans Embiid. We go to quarter number 4. Second guess, Hesse Hawkins. Another stab. Billy Cunningham. That is correct. You're right. You got it. Good job, Mike. Mike got it. Mike got the trivia question. Good stuff. All right, if you guys are new, make sure you like and subscribe. So the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. I love each and every one of you. We go on for Sixers basketball. We do Eagles football, Phillies baseball, and Flyers hockey too, man. So I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I graduated from Rowan University, and I've been having a blast on here, man. It's been a lot of fun. The whole reason why I started this channel was because I wanted to go into sports broadcasting, and the only way that I could get my own reps is, I figured, by coming on here and building my own audience. I was told by the great Scott Fransky that if you want to do baseball, if you want to do all sports, you have to, it's like working out at the gym. You gotta do it, and the only way to do it is just to get reps. So we're listening to Scott, and 10 months later, man, we have 1,451 subscribers, so it's been really nice. It's been a lot of fun on here, too. The Phillies season was great. Now we're in the winter sports. So we started during the middle of Sixers basketball season last year, and we finished out the football season. Then we went into baseball. Now we're going to include some hockey next week, and that'll be fun. And I'm hoping that you guys are there to join me along this process. We're going to do this. We're going to make a living out of this. And for those of you that are here right now, I'll tell you right now, you're going to witness some cool things down the road. Because I don't stop. But I love each and every one of you, and you guys have always helped me get to this point. Here's Maxey on a runner. He puts it up and in with the right hand, and the Sixers come out of a timeout as they lead it by 12. Sorry, they come into the fourth quarter, I should say. So Pritchard will find Porzingis. Porzingis inside to White. White back to Porzingis, and he'll throw it down with a two-handed sledgehammer. So it's 83-73. So we're just 40 seconds underway in this fourth period. Porzingis with 20 points tonight. Maxey trying to get off of a screen here. He'll pass it to Oubre Jr. Oubre Jr. on the far wing. Goes to the foul line, puts it up, and it just had a little bit of too much mustard on it. So Pritchard at the top of the perimeter, swings it all the way to Hauser, and the Sixers get caught sleeping on the defensive side. Nobody was on him in the paint, right towards the baseline. So it's an 8-point lead for Philadelphia. Here's Maxey off the screen by Reed. He'll dribble it all the way back out. He's now being guarded by Brown. Maxey tries to go inside, kisses it, and puts it up and in again. Man, oh man, is it so hard to guard Tyrese Maxey or what when he has a lot of steam coming down that lane? 85-75. Yep, we already said it, man. Yes, I said yes. So Brown will dump it all the way to Porzingis. He puts up a three, lets it fly, and knocks it down. Nothing but net at the top of the key. Sixers lead diminishes to 7. Maxey is conducting the offense and slowing down the traffic. He's standing at the Toyota sign, wants to dribble around his defender, lets it fly from three-point range. And Batum batters it around to Oubre Jr. for the offensive rebound. Reed on the putback gets up and in, but don't count the bucket. They're going to call a foul on Porzingis. As soon as Reed was trying to go up for the rebound, they said a foul was made on Kelly Oubre Jr., but the foul itself was on Porzingis. So Oubre got fouled. It's probably the better way I could have phrased that. 9:52 left in the fourth quarter. The first shot is up, and it's good. So it's 86-78, and Kelly Oubre Jr., the 27-year-old who went to Kansas and was the 15th pick in the 2015 draft, misses the second foul shot. Brown gathers himself. He's being guarded by Nick Batum in the backcourt. Sixers trying to play good backward defense. Brown can't hold on to the basketball. It's stolen away by Beverly. Beverly to Reed, and he throws it down. Good play by the Sixers defense. They are showing a whole lot of life against this Boston Celtics team. So White standing at the logo. Again, Batum on him. Now it's Paul Reed. And the floater's up. That's no good. Maxey with a lob pass inside to Oubre Jr. And Oubre Jr. can't make it. Just a little bit out in front of him. That strip was really caused by Nick Batum. And Beverly did a good job at just gathering it together, finding Paul Reed and told him, go, go, go. And Paul Reed did not stop at all whatsoever. Sixers have a 10-point lead. And now Holiday standing on the far wing. He'll get past his defender, goes up with a 2, and he's fouled. Drew Holiday is certainly fouled there. They're going to call it, I believe, on Oubre Jr. again. 9:08 left in the fourth quarter. Or are they going to call it on Beverly? I'm going to say it was on Patrick Beverly. That's who the shooting foul's on. That was really good defense. Love to see good defense. Sixers up by 9 points with 9:08 left. As the first foul shot is up and in. DeAnthony Melton will sub in for Patrick Beverly. Tobias Harris also will come in for Kelly Oubre Jr. So Beverly's going to take a seat. The high fives the fans who are in the first row. Second foul shot by Drew Holiday is up, and now both teams have scored at least 80 points. The Celtics have 80. The Sixers have 88. Both teams are shooting over 80% from the foul line. Maxey gets past half court. He'll pass it off to DeAnthony Melton. Melton gets the handoff to Nick Batum. Batum all the way to Maxey, who's at the logo. Maxey from the parking lot again for 3. No good. Hauser comes up with a big rebound there. 8:42 left to go in the fourth quarter. Pritchard all the way to Holiday. Holiday inside, goes up with a layup, and it's good. Just got past Tobias Harris. And the Sixers only lead by 2 possessions. Maxey will find Harris. Harris to Reed. Reed back to Maxey. Maxey swinging it around to Melton. And now Maxey again at the logo, gets a screen by Reed. He'll go inside, goes up with a runner again. Yes, it is literally unstoppable. The runner that he has, the little teardrop floater, you can't guard it. 20 points by Maxey, 6 in this quarter. White inside, tries to go up with a 2, and he connects on the layup. So he answers back with a 2 himself. Sixers still up by 6. 7 minutes and 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Maxey from the far wing dances over Porzingis. Thought about going up with a 3. Goes up with a runner again. Hits it off the backboard and it's in. Another nice basket by Maxey. He does get called. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, I thought he got called for a tech. 92-84. Sixers lead it by 8. And now Holiday trying to slow the tempo down again. This time he's being guarded by Melton on the near wing. The ball comes loose. The Sixers trying to fight for it. And Reed going up at it with Drew Holiday. And there should be a jump ball here. But again, Tyrese Maxey. If the three-point shot's not working, guess what? I have this in my bag as well. I can go to my toolbox anytime I need to, he says. And with 7:27 left to go in the fourth quarter, Robert Covington will sub back in for Nick Batum. I believe we also have Tatum coming back in for Sam Hauser. We do. So Holiday versus Melton for this jump ball here. Let's see who wins this battle. Both guards. And Melton wins it as he tips it to Tobias Harris. So the Sixers regain control of the basketball. So Maxey on the far wing. Thought about drawing up his defender. Now passes it inside to Harris. Harris on a shot. And it's up and in. A fadeaway jumper from the foul line. His sweet spot. And it was all started by Tyrese Maxey, the point guard. Holiday inside. Goes up with a 2. No good. A big rebound. That's stripped and stolen away by Maxey. The rebound went to Porzingis. Maxey will dribble it out. And he'll get a screen by Reed. He's on the far wing. Maxey with a bounce pass to Melton. Melton, what's he going to do? 14 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll find Harris. The ball gets stripped and stolen away again. This time by Boston. Pritchard all the way to Tatum. Tatum wide open for 3. Oh, my goodness. He knocks it down. And the Sixers want a timeout here with about 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And they'll be granted their wish. 6:25 to be exact. 94-87. The Sixers have a 7-point lead, but it's against the Boston Celtics, and what a great game this has been between these two big historic rivals. Manny just shot it from my house. I don't who's Manny? Backcourt defense and Paul Reed to connecting and shooting. Slow down of tempo. Shooting wide open threes and isolated plays. Man, this team is I absolutely love what I'm seeing, man. This is fun basketball to watch. It's a game of chess. And I see that the Sixers have the bodies out there now. They just do. They have what it takes. They needed depth for so long, guys, and now we have that depth. We got the forwards that we need. We were preaching to Doc Rivers last year that he needed to play Springer, that he needed to play Paul Reed, because these guys that they were going up against on this team are super athletic and they are jumpers. They leap up in the air. And the Sixers literally didn't have people that had mad hops. You're starting PJ Tucker out there. I love PJ Tucker, but I'm just saying that PJ's not what he used to be. But 37-year-old PJ Tucker. It makes a difference. And this is why. And now they have more bodies too. Melton. laughing emoji. It'd be nice to have him come off the bench, but again, I don't want to get rid of this depth if we're going to get another star. I really don't want to get rid of more depth because this team has it. Pacers lead at 112-104. The Wizards have a 106-88 lead. And the Clippers are tied with Brooklyn 60-60. Knicks also lead it by 20 against the Spurs. So Maxey tonight for the Sixers has 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 dimes as well. Covington will be the inbounder from the near sideline. He'll hand it off to Maxey, so Embiid's back out there for a B-ball Paul. Maxey with a pick and roll to Joel Embiid himself. Embiid being guarded by Holiday. And now they'll double team him. Maxey's three-pointer's up, and that's good. So they got Al Horford to switch up on Joel Embiid and double team him. And Tyrese Maxey makes him pay. 25 points for the star. He's only 3 for 10 from 3. But maybe he can now start to get things going. Here's Holiday on a pass to Jaylen Brown. His three-pointer, that's off the mark. Harris with the rebound. He'll find Maxey again. Maxey will dribble it out all the way towards the logo. Wants to set up the offense here. Holiday on him as his defender. Embiid trying to come up with a screen. He'll get the screen there, and they get another switch where Embiid's on Holiday. Holiday almost picked him, though. Embiid will go up with a three-pointer over Drew. That's no good. I don't know what that shot was, but he had to get a shot off. I understand that. But it didn't even hit the rim. Melton will be okay. He has good games. He hustles. He does, man. He does. I like the kid. I think he's good. But, you know, it is what it is. Sixers are up by 10. Tyrese Maxey has 11 points in this quarter alone. White for 3. No good. Melton, speaking of the devil, leaps up to get the rebound. So Maxey slowing the tempo down, conducting the offense. Harris to Embiid on the low block on the far wing. Embiid tries to post him up, and now we'll pass it out to Maxey. Maxey with another teardrop again. Oh, it's no good. He's human. Tatum comes away with his miss. And now White on the other end will find Tatum again on the far wing, being guarded by Joel Embiid. Tatum trying to work around him. Covington gets his hand stuck in the cookie jar. It just goes all the way out to Horford. Horford to Brown. Brown inside. Kicks it back outside to Holiday. Holiday going up against Tyrese Maxey. It's up. No good. Great defense by Maxey. Melton gets the pass from Embiid. Melton to Harris. Harris goes up with a 2. Grabs his own rebound, but he's fouled. Good play by Tobias Harris and a nice fast break by the Sixers. And it was all started because of Tyrese Maxey's defense. Staying on Drew Holiday and getting the switch that they needed. Getting back on covering the zone because that's what the Celtics have been throwing at them, it looks like. Just a lot of zones. And the Sixers are doing a good job at just staying on their man and closing out. They've been almost perfect in that regard tonight. First foul shot by Harris is up and in. The foul shot. Harris has 13 points and 8 rebounds tonight. In case you are wondering, when you take a look at both teams' stats here, so they're cleaning up a little mess on the hardwood, the Sixers are now out-rebounding the Celtics 51-41. They have had 10 offensive rebounds and 41 defensive rebounds. So that's been a really good thing. 4 minutes and 26 seconds left in regulation. Sixers do lead it by 10. They're also shooting 85% from the foul line and 45% from 3. Meanwhile, the Celtics are only shooting the Sixers are shooting 25% from 3. They're shooting 45% from the field. Celtics are shooting 29% from 3, 38% from the field, and they only have 41 rebounds. They're actually getting out-rebounded by the Sixers. Harris' his second foul shot is up, and that's good. And the Sixers back up by 12 points. 4:25 left in this ball game. And White will have the basketball. He's being guarded by Maxey at the logo. White will pass it to Tatum. Tatum getting switched up here. He's being guarded by Covington. Goes into the lane, kicks it out to White. White with a step-back three-pointer as Harris was caught sleeping. And Embiid comes up with a rebound. That could have been a bad scenario for the Sixers, and Harris got away with it. So Maxey again trying to go up against the clock here. The clock is on the Sixers side. Embiid to Maxey on the near wing. Maxey with a jab step, and now will swing it all the way to Harris. Harris with a catch-and-shoot triple, and he connects. 102-87 Philadelphia. And now a timeout is called by Boston. That three-pointer could possibly be a dagger. My gosh. This is something. I love this team. I do. And they're good. Wow, man. Wow. 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 It's insane. Oh, boy. If you are new to the channel, my name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell your friends to come onto this channel. Turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live or if I upload, man. Please and thank you. Yes, sir. We just reached 20 likes. I'd like us to get to 30 before the end of tonight. So if you have not hit that thumbs up button already, what are you guys waiting for? What are you guys waiting for? If you want us to get more people to come on here, we got to get the Alpha people to do their thing. I love it when you guys comment on here. It's been a little bit quiet tonight. But it's also because Larry's not here either, and Larry is pretty loud. I miss Larry. We all love Larry. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe he started not to feel well. All right, Sixers lead it by 15 points. If you think that the Sixers are going to sneak away with this, comment down below and hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to 30 likes, baby, and 1,455 subscribers. We're on the road to 1,455. Haven't gotten a lot of subscribers in a couple of weeks. Never been a huge Sixers fan, but I agree with you. This is a fun team. Chris is here. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Dude, I have to tell you, this team is just unbelievable. They really are. All right, good. Now Chris is here. So great to see. So amazing. Yes, we can do this. Absolutely. So amazing. How you doing? So amazing. And now we got people hopping on here. That's what we love to see, everybody. Oh, man, I love each and every one of you. If you guys love me, hit that subscribe button. If you guys feel my energy, hit that subscribe button. We do Sixers basketball, Flyers hockey, Eagles football, and Phillies baseball on here. So Brown gets the inbound. The ball gets stripped and stolen away by Covington, but they're going to call a foul on the Sixers. Sixers are on an 8-0 run over their last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And Covington, I believe, is the one that's guilty for committing the foul. So Porzingis also subs back in for Al Horford. Tatum will inbound it from the near sideline. Again, the Celtics going from right to left and the Sixers going from left to right. So Tatum inbounds it from the near sideline. They'll find Brown. Brown all the way to Porzingis. Porzingis back to White. White is spinning, fading. He's at the foul line. Now we'll find Holiday, who takes it to the wing and tries to take it to the cup himself. And is that a shot clock violation with the shot clock winding down? It looks like it is, and Holiday wants an explanation. Sixers locking all windows and cylinders on the defensive side. And Drew Holiday, again, Robert Covington's defense comes into play. And the Sixers get the ball back. 3:12 left to go in the fourth quarter. Celtics with 13 turnovers, the Sixers with 10. Covington inside to Embiid on the low block. He kicks it out to Covington. Covington will swing it back to Maxey. Maxey inside to Embiid. Embiid for two. Puts it up. Oh, he can't make it. Just a jumper that was just a little bit short. Celtics haven't scored a field goal in their last 3.5 minutes. And finally, that comes to an end as Porzingis hits it from the top of the key. Sixers lead is back down to 12. Kristaps Porzingis with 26 points leading the way for Boston, and he's 2 for 4 from downtown. Maxey steps back, finds Covington on the near wing. Covington takes it to the lane, goes up with a 2. It's blocked by Porzingis, grabs his own rebound, and puts it back up and in. Robert Covington. It's like he's never left as he hears it from the fans. Holiday, another former Sixer, with a bounce pass inside to White. White will swing it all the way to Tatum. They pass it around the timeline. Porzingis' three-pointers up, and that's no good. Embiid comes away with the rebound. It's stolen away, though, by White. White going up for 2. Nice block by Maxey. Last touch by White. And the Sixers will get the ball back, I believe. Let's see. But nonetheless, great defense by Tyrese Maxey. This is probably his best defensive game that he's had tonight. It'll still be Celtics ball. 2:04 left to go in this ball game. Sixers lead it by 14. The inbound goes all the way to Brown. Brown standing at the Wells Fargo Center sign. Now he's at the top of the key. Spins, fades, goes up with a 3. And finally, he hits one. In the guts of the game, it's now 104-93. And the Sixers, they lead it by 11. Maxey will get the ball. He's standing over at the 76ers logo sign, and he'll just pass it all the way to Covington. Covington having a staring contest with Porzingis. Embiid goes inside, tries to find Harris, and he turns it over. Not a good turnover by Joel Embiid. You certainly don't want to give the Celtics life here. So White will be inbounding it. The Sixers now have 12 turnovers tonight. Some miscommunication between Embiid and Harris, who was rolling towards the basket. Covington now comes out of the game, and Nick Batum comes back in. White gets a handoff from Porzingis. Porzingis will give it back to Tatum. Porzingis now inside being guarded by Maxey. Tries to post him up, puts up a 2, and he's fouled as well. Oh, man. 104-95. Count the bucket and 1. And Maxey can't even believe it. So now the Celtics are on a 5-0 run within the span of, I believe, 25 seconds. And Kristaps Porzingis, the former New York Knick and Washington Wizard and Dallas Maverick, he is at the line now. And the foul shot is up, and he connects. Sixers are up by 8 points. Porzingis has 11 points in this quarter alone. Here's DeAnthony Melton getting the inbound. He'll bounce pass it all the way to Maxey. Maxey will get fouled by Porzingis as he just gets past half court. And Porzingis being pretty physical with him. So less than 90 seconds to go. All right, big matchup tonight between these two historic rivals. Both teams are 5-1, and the Sixers are looking to go 6-1. Celtics trying to stop them. The inbound goes to Melton. Melton all the way to Batum. Batum inside to Embiid on the low block. And he's taking on Holiday. Now the double team comes. He'll swing it all the way to Harris. Harris, one more to Melton for 3. Oh, it just hit the back of the rim, and it goes out of bounds. That could have been the dagger. And the Celtics are still in this game. They're not going down without a fight. 6-0 run by Boston in 45 seconds. White gets the inbound, tries to go into the lane. And a foul is called on Maxey again. And I believe that Boston will be in the bonus now. They are. So with 109 left to go, Boston will head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So amazing, 46. We love you. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. So White goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The first one is up, and that's good. So it's been a 7-0 run in the last minute for Boston. So Maxey commits a personal foul. The Sixers have 2 timeouts left, and the Celtics have 2 as well. Second foul shot is good too, and the Sixers only are up by 2 possessions. 104-98. The ball comes loose from Melton. It's stolen away by Tatum. Tatum trying to go inside against Maxey. And now it's a 10-0 run. 104-100, and timeout is called by Philadelphia with exactly 1:01 left to go. Just when you think you can kick your feet up, Boston just always has to make it interesting in Philadelphia. Love you, Morse is so amazing. 46. You're the best. You are. Oh, it's so great to have more and more Sixers people come on to our play-by-plays, man. We try not to miss a game, and we always have to make it interesting for each and every one of you. You know? We have to make this fun. This is suspenseful. All right, so the Sixers are down to one timeout. Celtics still have both timeouts left. Boy, they really needed that 3 by Melton. That probably could have put the game to bed. But now the Celtics are still in this. This is absolutely crazy. I think that they're right there with Boston now. I do. So Jaylen Brown hits a big 3, and Porzingis is able to go up with a 2 and 1 over Tyrese Maxey. And then Melton got the ball loose by Holiday. It was stolen away by Tatum, and there was no chance that Maxey was going to be able to stop him. So Batum's going to inbound it as the Sixers get to advance the ball. So Batum has to pass it to somebody, and he'll pass it all the way to Melton. DeAnthony Melton will hand it off to Maxey. So the Sixers are just going to slow the tempo down. 50 seconds left to go in this game. 10 on the shot clock. Maxey at the logo being guarded by Holiday. A bounce pass to Embiid. 5 seconds left on the shot clock here. Embiid backing down Tatum. He has to go. A fadeaway jumper by Joel. And he connects. A clutch shot by Joel Hans Embiid. And immediately a timeout is called by Boston. And now both teams are down to one timeout. A fadeaway jumper by Joel Embiid from the far corner over Jason Tatum, and all he could do is watch. It's from 18 feet, too. 106-100. Game not over yet. If you are new, make sure you like and subscribe, man. Turn on those notification bell icons. We have 22 people on here that have liked this video and 32 people that are on here watching. So that means that if I subtract, and they used to call me the human calculator when I was in elementary school. That was my nickname. But we got 35 people on here watching. It was 32. So 32 minus 22 is 10. So that means that 10 people have not hit that thumbs up button. Come on, guys. Exactly. Come on, Sixers. If you guys believe in the Sixers, just got to hit that thumbs up button, man. That's all you got to do. And that subscribe button, too. I want us to have 1,455 members of our family. You know what I'm saying? All right. 106-100. The Celtics are in the bonus. The Sixers cannot foul unless it's for a good purpose. So Maxey will defend the inbound as Derek White will be the inbounder. Celtics get to advance it. Both teams now down to one timeout. White will advance it to Holiday. Holiday all the way to Brown. Brown at the top of the key puts up a 3. It's up and in over Tyrese Maxey. So Jaylen Brown waking up out of a coma and finally has hit 2 shots from downtown within the last 2 minutes. 106-103. Sixers, this could be the dagger here. Maxey standing at the Toyota sign. The double team comes to Embiid. Embiid will pass it back out to Maxey. Maxey has to go. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. The shot's up, and it's almost blocked by Brown. Maxey's three-pointer again. Oh, it's airballed. And now the Celtics, I believe, will call a timeout. Let's see if they decide to do it. 8.5 seconds left in this game, and the shot clock is unplugged. So Jaylen Brown comes up with a huge block over Tyrese Maxey, and Tobias Harris got the board. And now we have a timeout called by Boston. It's their final timeout. Sixers may want to think about fouling. if it's in the paint. The call was great. The 10-0 run is not. Great shot by Joel to put an end to that mess. Oh, it's not over yet, man. It ain't over. Oh, my gosh. Now Boston can tie it with a 3. It ain't over. They play defense, and they get the rebound, then they win. But Boston, this is just how they are. They're scrappy. They don't go down without a fight, but this Sixers team, man, they are proving to me that they have what it takes to go up against them. This is playoff basketball that I'm watching. All right, here we go. 106-103. The Sixers lead it by 3 with exactly 8.5 seconds left in this game. We have 37 people on here watching. The Celtics are out of a timeout, and that was actually their last timeout that they had to use. The Sixers do have 1 timeout left. So White will inbound it from the far sideline, and guarding him will be Maxey. So let's see. So White has it. He'll have to inbound it. Can the Sixers try to stop them? White hasn't found anybody yet, and now he finds Porzingis. Porzingis for 3 for the tie. It's short. Embiid comes up with a rebound, and he's fouled. Joel Embiid will dribble this one out, and that's the game. 106-103. I thought maybe that they signaled for a foul, but Embiid shoved away from it, and the refs didn't call anything, and that's how the Sixers win. So Porzingis tried to hit a 3, and he came up short, and the Sixers have the first W against Boston. They will be here at the same time and at the same place next week. What a game. And Sam Cassell, the former Sixers assistant coach, gets some hugs by Embiid and Maxey. So you look at the inbound pass again. It was supposed to go to Porzingis, and Porzingis was not able to make the 3, and it went just into Embiid's hands as he airballed it. So Tyrese Maxey with 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. He has to be the player of the game, but give a lot of credit to Tobias Harris, man. 17 points for Toby, 9 boards. He was 5 for 12 from the field. And man, oh man, this team, I'm going to tell you that they just continue to prove to me that they are legit and that they're playing such a great brand of basketball where it's not just about Joel Embiid hero ball. Embiid actually had 27 points tonight and wasn't even at his best. And the fact that they won this way, this is incredible. Boston was going to make a run at the end. I figured that. But again, it's a game of runs, but when you have to come up with the stops, that's what matters. That's exactly what matters. All right, I want to hear your final thoughts down below. Wow, that was a great win. It was an incredible win. They needed that win. It's going to be a good series if they have to play each other again in the playoffs with these two teams the way that they're constructed. I think it'll be wild. Woo, says Christopher. Oh, let's go. Let's go, baby. Wow, wow, wow. What a win, says my mom. Batum has been a great addition. He's been, and so is Covington, man. Oh, my gosh. He's just like making deflections everywhere. He's putting his imprints on the game. People were like, oh, Robert Covington's cooked. He's older. He can't play defense. I don't know if we just rejuvenated his career or what, but the role in the system is just incredible. It really is. So, I'm proud. I don't know what else to say. I'm really proud of the way that this team has been fighting. And after what was a heartbreaker that we had to experience as Philadelphia fans, you know, in October, this is a really good medicine, if you will. The Sixers are giving us everything that we probably could have asked for after that heartbreak. So I love this team. I really do. They're a lot of fun. And how can you not be smiling every time that they're out there on the court right now? Because they're doing something special all the time. So, including our guy, Tyrese Maxey. And again, Embiid didn't even have to have a big game, and yet they still won. It's great. All right, guys. I'll catch you all on the next one. Lila Tov. I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night. We'll be back on Friday night as the Sixers take on the Pistons. All right, I'll see you guys then. Lila Tov, and have a good one.